Swastiastu, and Swastiastu now coming to Svasti. You have seen these two symbols up there. Any Germans here? Okay, a lot of Germans, they feel confused, why we have Nazi symbol. It is not Nazi symbol, but Hitler took this symbol from our civilization. He had sent one delegation to Tibet and to the Himalayas during the First World War, and he got this symbol from there. Now, what does this signify? You see two symbols there, yeah? The first one, that side, on my right, on your left, my right, that is the original symbol. That is about 8,000 years old. And then this symbol was modified to this one, Now, that symbol, you see, there is no movement, it's static. Then someone modified it, made it into some movements, And the latest symbol is actually the combination of both. That is this symbol, and then there are dots. There are dots, the 4 dots. Okay, this is what you see in most of the Balinese houses. If you look at the door, on top of the door, they'll have a small piece of cloth with this symbol. What does this mean? Svasti means auspiciousness. It can mean happiness. It can mean many things. There are so many different meanings to the word Svasti. Why there are different meanings? Because each of the boxes, there are 4 boxes, each of the box is representing one factor of happiness. So the first factor is Dharma. The first factor is Dharma, values. If you don't have values in your life, you don't have certain principles in your life, you are like a kite that is, what is it? What is snapped? What do you call this? The string is snapped. So you are nowhere. So you must have values. And these values should come from within you. That's the beauty of the culture that Meenakshi was referring to. There's nobody to give you a list of commandments, do's and don'ts. No. You manage your own values. You decide on your own values. But above all, the golden rule applies. And that is, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. This is found in Mahabharata, 5,000 years old. This is found in other scriptures, later scriptures from many traditions, from Tao, Confucius, and so many other traditions also mention the same thing. So this is the golden rule. You want to slap somebody? Okay, but you should be ready to be slapped. So that's the rule. You want to abuse someone? Fine. You can make your own rule. I must abuse everybody 3 times a day. Fine. But you should be ready to be abused also, because the rule of consequence, that is called the rule of karma, applies to all, to one and all. And this rule of karma is very simple. This is what Newton found out how many years ago? A few hundred years ago. But the rishis of the yogis, they found this thousands of years earlier, that whatever you do finally comes back to you. So you make your own rules. You want to love somebody? Yes, you'll get love back. You want to hate someone? You get hatred back. So you make your own rule, that is dharma, values. The second one is artha. Artha means, it can mean meaning, earth also meaning, and earth also means wealth. Now, the second factor to happiness, for happiness, is wealth. You need wealth. You cannot do without money. Even to travel here, you need money, right? So, we are not being hypocrite that, oh no, money is not important. Yes, of course. I used to say that money is not important at all. Actually, you don't need money nowadays. You have smart cards, smart phones. Life was much easier when berries were still berries and apples were still fruit, Now life becomes very complicated. But anyway, you need money, you need a decent amount of money for saving, to live, so you need that. So the second factor of happiness, of prosperity, is earth. The third one is calm. Calm is, you've heard of Kama Sutra? Yeah? Everybody has heard. But Kama does not mean sex only. So Kama Sutra is not about sex. It is about relationship. And relationship is very important. Now, if you see the happiness factor, one of the major happiness factor is relationship. How satisfied you are with your partner, with your family members, with people around you, with people at work, that is one of the major factors of happiness. Fourth one is moksha. Now, moksha normally is translated as nirvana. After you die, you get ultimate freedom. Our understanding of moksha is not that. It is also that, but not only that. Moksha means the freedom. Freedom to work. Freedom to do anything. Freedom to say. Again, the golden rule applies. You can do anything, but you must remember others should have the same rights, So moksha is about freedom. Moksha is also about mohoksha. That is freedom from attachment. You cannot love as long as you are attached. If you are attached to your partner, you are attached to your families, you want to own them, there is no freedom. And there is no freedom, there is no love. Even when you don't get married, you have a partner, it's one and same thing, it's one and same thing. You want to own. You want to own. My master used to say, this is the the trend always. It has been always like that. You have a partner or you get married. The men, everybody, men and women, they become history teachers, Every married couple, partners are history teachers, So when something happens, the man is always complaining, you have been always like that. You never changed. When we are dating each other also, you are like that, and now also you are like this. That's what the man says. And what the women says, you have changed. When we were dating, you were so, and now you have changed. So, the women wants the man not to change. The man wants the women to change. How can there be no conflict? There will always be conflict, So if there is no conflict in your life, there is no life. There is no life. You are more dead than alive. Now, there should be some conflict. That's how life becomes wonderful. I was telling you last week, if some of you were there, just imagine if Cinderella, there was the girl, her name was Cinderella, and she lived happily with her father and mother and stepmother. Finito. Yeah? The end. No story. No story. How can you enjoy such thing? So there should be some conflict. A stepmother has to step in, and then the story is there. Otherwise, no Cinderella story, So again, coming back to moksha, no attachment but love. And no attachment means you are creating a space for yourself, you are creating a space for your loved one, and the partner is also reciprocating you. I always miss on that word, So the partner is also reciprocating you. No, it's all right, my English not that good, but you don't speak Indonesian, so. So that's the 4 factors of happiness. So Hitler got it right, Hitler got it right. To become happy, you need all those 4 things. His idea was right, but to achieve that idea, he became violent, so that's his problem. But how can you ban swastika? I don't understand that. How can you ban swastika? I was in the habit of giving people swastikas, small swastikas, and then there was this German lady, this is banned in my country. If I carry this, I am in a big problem. So I stopped giving swastikas.